Junk Car Willie with you at the 30th E.C.T.A. Motorsports Arkansas Mile, the Spring Fling here in Blytheville, I think it's Arkansas. Blytheville. I'm saying it wrong. And I have
Bob Melkowski.
Where you out at, Bob?
Brighton, Michigan.
Brighton, Michigan. You're not too far from me here in West Virginia. I'm a West Virginia boy. So what do we got here? Tell me a little bit about
it. It's 2011 Crown Victoria, ex-police car.
I was going to say, I thought it was.
Yeah, it came out of Grosse Pointe Park, which is like a suburb of Detroit. Grosse Pointe Park Police Department. It was a pretty easy life, I think, because it was a sergeant's car.
Okay.
And he used to keep it washed and cleaned and inside the firehouse so it didn't get salty and messy. So unlike a lot of them, it's not very super rusty underneath.
How many years you owned it?
I bought it in 2000 and I think actually 2018.
And how long have you been land speed racing with it?
Since the following year, off and on.
Great.
Because
you've been to it.
You know, the weather's messed us up, as you probably talked to other people.
I see Bonneville Salt Flat Speedway on there.
Yeah, well, when I bought the car, I'd spent a number of years spectating at Bonneville, and I wanted to find a way to get on the salt.
Oh, yeah.
As cheap as I could.
Yeah.
And I know these cars and how tough they are, and it wasn't that expensive, so I bought it. Took it out there. Basically, I put the roll bar in it and some safety stuff and took it out there bone stock and just ran what it would run. You know, the cop said it'll do 120 and it barely did 120.
Barely.
Yeah.
Not now, though.
No, it'll go a little bit faster.
A little bit.
So the plan was to come back the following year and do some improvements on it. So I had the improvements done. The engine worked on and stuff like that, and then we got rained out, and then we got rained out again last year. So it didn't go last year. So I puttered with other things. You'll see a speed sick week sticker on the front.
Yeah, I seen that.
In 23.
You did it twice, didn't you?
Well, not with this car though.
Oh, okay.
23. I went with this car because it's what I had.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do. Yeah.
Changed the gear to a 410 gear and did a couple of had it tuned again, and I used it on sick week, and then it set again, you know, all year last year. So this year I'm trying to go to as many events as possible. I want to come here in May. I'm going to Bonneville at the end of June for Test and Tune weekend.
And they can find you on Instagram at 380.motorsports, right?
That's correct.
Can we take a look under the hood? Is that too much trouble? You need.
So
then
we're going to see. The salt's way different than this pavement. We're
yeah.
See what it'll do.
Yeah. Salt's harder on the body and the car, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's very slippery surface too.
See, I've never been out there. I'm only learning from you guys.
One of these days, you gotta go.
Oh, I'm going. I want to. Yeah.
Just go spectate. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I plan to do. Yeah.
So basically, it's the original 4.6 liter V8 engine that they put in cop cars. The same motor that they used to put in Mustang GTs back then. It's had comp cams put in it. It's got a different intake elbow. It's got headers, stainless works headers, and it's full of exhaust. And it's been tuned by Mo's Speed Shop in Georgia.
So, do you think somebody could get in land speed racing for under $10,000?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you can do that for this. Now,
that's what I'm saying. You know.
The other things that I've done is this past year I upgraded the whole suspension. It's a coilover suspension kit from E.C.T.A.
Okay.
Great play. If you have a Panther vehicle, especially like this, a Crown Vic Grand Marquis, they have parts for these cars.
And their cars has got a cult for them, don't they?
Yeah, these cars, there's a big cult.
Yeah.
There's a big Panther car meet in Detroit, in Dearborn, Michigan, right now.
Oh, right now, huh?
I had to miss it to come here.
Yeah.
But racing comes first.
Yeah.
So it's got a complete coilover suspension. It's been lowered, you know, with adjustable shocks. And I also changed over to the tires and wheels. So these wheels were kind of like a one-off thing I found at a swap meet.
Oh, wow.
18-inch narrow wheels so I can run drag front tires on it. That'll be better more suitable for Bonneville salt to pump these up real rock hard and have the skinnier tires, but this was kind of a test for them here.
What was your best run this weekend, if you don't mind me asking?
The best run was this morning when the air was really cool. We went 140.933.
Hey, you showed that cup you can go a little faster. It's a little bit.
I was trying to go. I was hoping to go 145, but it doesn't have enough gear. It needs a taller gear in it.
Okay. Well, you're finding out this stuff as you go.
You do.
And you're having fun. You're meeting good people.
Lots of good people. These are all such.
That's what I was going to ask you, Nick. What do you think of Steve Strupping the event that he's putting on here?
Oh, he puts on a great event. Because it's, you know, you've probably seen the cars. We've got 6-figure cars.
Yes.
And we've got
budget builds.
Budget cars.
What I call budget
and
builds.
Everybody would help anybody else.
Yeah, that's true. This is some of the best. This is some of the best racing community there is. I found out this is my 4th time here, and the people are just overwhelmingly wanting to help that guy go quicker. That's right before him and after him. It's like you guys are competing against each other. You're competing against yourself to go faster in your car, where you're not lining up. It's a totally different kind of racing, drag racing.
Yeah, and even drag racing is pretty friendly as well.
Oh yeah, it is. I ain't putting it down, but this is like extra.
You're gonna find too, if you go to Bonneville, you're gonna find out that that's the same kind of people. You can go to probably the fastest guy out there right now is George Poteet with the Speed Demon Streamliner. He would help you. If you walked up to him and said, "I need help," he'd help you.
Yeah, that's what I mean around here.
If you walk into his pits, it's like a beehive of activity. They'll invite you, come on in closer and look at the car. They don't, you know, there's no.
They're trying to get they're trying to get you involved in liking it, or even involved, better yet, in racing someday or something. Yeah.
And that's what I like about LANDSPEED racing.
I will make it out to Salt Flats. I've been invited by so many race teams to come out and hang with them, so I will do it. We'll see if Iron Dinosaur makes it. I like to go out with them and check it out. So I was invited, but man, it was really nice meeting you.
Same here.
I'm telling you what, I wanted to catch you earlier, but I didn't. So
no worries.
I'm going around and trying to get interviews, and then I'll try to put like links to this video to your racing videos that I got.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Just having a lot of fun with an old cop car.
Yeah, you're doing great. As always, guys, remember, it'd be a boring world if we was all the same. Keep being you.